founder of Physique PT.
And I'm Mike Butler, sports performance coach with Physique PT.
Today we're here with part 3. This is going to be showing you the reverse crunch series. Now, we showed you the reverse crunch back in the first episode, but now we're going to build upon that to make it a little bit more difficult.
Knowing that it's more intense now, we want to put a major emphasis on form and safety. Remember, we're working with our lower back, our lumbar spine, so we want to stay protected.
It's important to note that the difference between your standard crunch and your reverse crunch is with a standard crunch, you're going to be pulling your origin towards the insertion. With a reverse crunch, you're going to be doing the exact opposite, which again, as Mike mentioned, may put a little bit more stress on your lumbar spine.
Enough of that talk. Let's get started.
First exercise in the reverse crunch series is a throwback to the first section where we went over reverse crunches. So again, in a supine position with hands flat down on the mat, you're going to bring the legs up to a 90-degree angle. Feet off the floor, making sure that those knees are staying in line with the hips, then slowly bringing the knees up towards the chest, lifting those hips up on the way up. And again, exhaling on the way up, breathing naturally on the way down, making sure to stop right there at that 90-degree mark so we don't put any strain on that low back. Next exercise in the reverse crunch series is going to be what's called the reverse crunch with a crunch. So, just like the first exercise, we're going to start with the legs up to 90-degree angle, feet and knees up, fingertips behind the ears. Starting at this angle, we're going to go ahead and slowly bring the knees up to the chest as we crunch in and coming back down nice and slow. So again, bringing those knees up to the chest, coming down to 90 degrees, stopping, exhaling on that way up, trying to crunch in. Again, remember bringing those hips to the ribs and also bringing those hips up to the shoulder at the same time, exhaling naturally. Next exercise is going to be an alternate leg lift with an alternate toe touch. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the arms up overhead, legs straight out in the air. Slowly, we're going to bring one leg up, simultaneously bringing the arm across, trying to touch, without letting the opposite toe touch the floor. So again, reaching forward, trying to bring that hand all the way to that toe, all the while making sure that neither leg touches that floor, keeping those abdominals tight through the entire movement, again, breathing through the entire movement. The last exercise in the reverse crunch series is going to be what's called a straight leg lift with a hip lift. So what Mike's going to do, again in a supine position, arms down to the side, he's going to go ahead and straighten those legs straight up in the air. Now as he comes up slowly, he's going to use those hands if needed. He's going to push those heels all the way up to the ceiling and then come down to about a 30-degree angle. So exhaling on the way up, breathing naturally on the way down, slowly bringing those legs straight up in the air, watching that back, making sure you're not putting strain on the back by going too low to the floor. You just saw part 3 of the year-long abdominal program, the reverse crunch series.
Remember, guys, we're working in circuits, so each exercise needs to be done back to back to back. At the beginning, we'll start it off with 10 to 12 repetitions. As we progress through in advance, the repetitions will go up to 15, and the circuits will increase to 3 sets.
Again, aim for 5 days a week, and this should take you no more than 10 minutes at this point to complete all these exercises. For Physique PT, I'm Keith Pacific.
And I'm Mike Butler.
Stay fit.
And stay safe.
Okay.